Ronies, this is your pal Roni K95. Today, this is the third episode of my Roni K95 reviews. Today I'm here to review is Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine. This is the second film after Ranma 1/2 Big Trouble in Nakaran, China. Yep, so you're thinking, there's a whole bunch of anime and all. Well, anyways, this is a great... And yes, there are character designs that are basically from the OVA series. However, for the first movie is basically a lot more like the TV series. In my particular thing. For Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine, because this is a... I don't know, I forgot the year. Well, anyways, let's start to review the movie. So, the movie Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine... So, the movie Ranma 1/2 Movie 2 Nihao My Concubine is started with Ranma and the gang are on a deserted island where you see Ranma in girl form surfing on a surfboard, which that scene makes a reference to the Mamoru Oshii's Urusei Yatsura movie sequel to Urusei Yatsura Only You, which is Urusei Yatsura Beautiful Dreamer. It does references to Urusei Yatsura Beautiful Dreamer with Emer, but only opposite with the characters from Ranma 1/2. We see Son and Genma are playing it like they usually do what you see from the series. Kasumi is serving Son and Genma some iced tea. Then this transitions to Akane and Ryoga are working hard while complaining about why Ranma is goofing off. You see Ranma enjoying teasing Ryoga and off being creepy positions, trying to lure him into the water, which it pisses off Ryoga, and he started throwing rocks at Ranma, but Ranma keeps on telling him it was a joke. Then, at the same time, it appears that Ukyo Kuwanji, which she calls Ranma as Ranma Honey, who lost in all personality in the movie, as she argues with Shampoo about whose lunch Ranma is going to eat, and on top of that, until something weird is going on when the girl's disappearing, leaving Peaches on the ground, and it turns out that Prince Toma was behind the kidnapping, and holds the sacred water that turn anything into men. You're doing it great. France series, I'm gonna call. This would have been like if it wasn't for the manga, especially Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine. When Ranma and company headed to the legendary Togenkyo Island to rescue the girls, no doubt about it. The voice actor for Toma is voiced by Alessandro Giuliani from the Saturday morning cartoon series Captain and the Game Master. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to Ranma 1/2. Now, so when the girls are commencing that the martial arts marriage is just because this anime has anything goes martial arts, so then we are seeing Ryoga and the rest of the characters arrive and battle against the guards, until it was stopped by Akane slapping Toma in the face like that in the movie. So, anyways. Okay. That scene is like probably more different from other previous Ranma 1/2 seasons, like all 7 seasons of the show, as well as the first movie, Big Trouble in Nakaran, China. Manchichis. Because this movie is particularly 90s. Can it crank it up to 9011? So Toma, who chooses Akane as his bride, he says to Akane that his mother passed away after he was born and shows her the sacred spring as a curse. No. Oh, wait. So wait, after shows her the sacred spring as a curse, which that remains as a secret. And then you see how Nabiki, who, making that character Wonton, to make him sit like he's a dog, when he says, like, oh, woo, woo, like that. I was like, okay. I wonder why this character has has the brain of a dog, just because that's how Wonton is. But yeah, and we get to the scene where Moose rescues Shampoo from, what's his name? Touristan. He knocks out the mask off of Touristan, and he has that face like a bird, because he has that punk rock mohawk. I was like, okay. Okay. That's a punk rock mohawk in Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine. Why? I've seen that in punk rock logos, like The Exploited, and I've seen punk rock mohawks in plenty of anime, but everyone guessed it, which is hardly no doubt about it. And then we get to see, and then Moose Falcon punches Touristan in the face. And then Shampoo rescued Moose, and Moose saying that Shampoo is his bride. And then we get to see where Ryoga rescues Ukyo, but he has from that monkey dude, which makes it resembles that. I forgot his name. Well, it's a long story, so what can I say? Because it's a reference to Journey to the West. That's why. And I was like, you're making some cultural references, Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine. That's what I was like to the movie. But yeah. And we get to where the final scene where Ranma takes on Toma only for the sacred water so that he could become a full dude, which is a boy. Instead, he decides to destroy it. From what Akane said, that she likes Ranma the way he is what sounds on the shocking truth is that Genma, Ryoga, and Moose will never be free from the curse thanks to Ranma Salatome, because he destroyed the water that turns him back into human form as a boy. I was like, the shocking truth, ain't it? When I was watching this movie, that's the only reason why. Just because the sacred water would come, because it will come back in a couple of 100 years. So the movie ends with a happy ending, complete with the song "A Piece of Love" at the end of the movie. This was a lot more different from the entire series of Ranma 1/2 because it has lasted over 161 episodes on all 7 seasons, because including the first movie, Big Trouble in Nakaran China, just because the character designs in Big Trouble in Nakaran China are basically from the TV series, but the second one, Nihao My Concubine, has the character designs what you see like the OVA, because it has that 90s feel to it. And there are some artwork on some deleted scenes that were cut and removed from this movie, which they were missing in the later film. And that's how it all happened on top of this. This movie was directed by Kenji Ichi. Character design is done by Atsuko Nakajima. Screenplay is done by Ryota Yamaguchi. Director is done by Iko Suzuki. Executive producer is Kenji Ichiki. And it was based on the manga by Rumiko Takahashi. So, the English dubbing and post-production at Ocean Studios is done by Trish Liddell. And the associate producer is done by Satori Fuji, and translation is done by Toshifumi Yoshida, an English screenplay. And the producer, Seiji Hirobuchi, was produced, which is a revision of Viz Communications. And the English dubbing and post-production is done by Ocean Studios. Well, that's it all for the day. For this year in 2017, for the year in 2017 under Roni K95 reviews. But don't worry, I'll be reviewing some more anime movies. But I'd like to thank you all to have my pleasure to review this anime movie, Ranma 1/2 Nihao My Concubine. For all of this, put on top of that, this would have all happened in the case. This would have all happened in the case. Till January.